This week's article is titled Paper. Written records have been found on tapa cloth, sheets of stone, dried mud tablets, and whole plant leaves. Paper, as we know it, dates to about 200 BC. An archaeologist found a prayer on paper buried in an adobe wall in China from that era. Paper is made from plant fibers, mixed in a slurry of water and now other chemicals, then drifted onto a screen where the liquid runs out and leaves the fibers bonded into a sheet of paper. Despite the incredible durability of stone tablets, much importance is attached to paper documents these days. Archaeologists in the future who unearth our civilization will find much less for their efforts with our digital products. I think straws will still be around, though. In 1989, my real estate office was in the same building as a Baskin-Robbins ice cream parlor. I found something curious on the sidewalk one day as I headed over to get my favorite, a coffee milkshake. Looking down, I saw a Pete Rose baseball card torn into quarters. Realization dawned on me. Rose had just pled guilty to a charge of sports betting and was permanently banned from the game of baseball. Someone's hero had died. Those pieces of paper were an emotional fact as well as physical evidence. Recently, I stepped outside a restaurant and found a $1 bill similarly torn into quarters. Two thoughts came to my mind. The first was that a waitress had been left a cheap $1 tip and torn it twice in frustration. The second was that a panhandler had made a similar comment on a donation he had been given. When you're making $300 per day tax-free, a dollar is an insult. In the Bibles, Acts 19:18 through 19 says, many of those who believed in Christ now came and openly confessed their evil deeds. A number of them who also practiced sorcery brought their scrolls, books, together and burned them before all men. And they counted the price of them and found it to be 50,000 pieces of silver. I could not find prices for ancient single sheets of paper or single parchment scrolls or tapa cloth, but I know 50,000 pieces of silver is quite a statement about the value of written materials. We have forgotten the cost of a single sheet of paper now as we buy a ream or two. It is inconsequential. However, what is written on it can be priceless. A 3-page Francis Crick letter to his 12-year-old son recently sold at auction for over $6 million. Here's a question for you. What can you write to someone you love, which will last for decades or centuries? I hope you have a great week.